Hello guys. My name is Emmanuel. Currently I'm undergoing some DevOps challenge, and I'll be taking you through my first submission for the week one. It's a weather application. You're supposed to build a weather application in Python, and then dump the JSON into Amazon X3. So I'll be going through the project and then be demoing the project also. So for the project structure, we have like the data. This basically contains a JSON file called cities. So these are the cities I want to get the weather for, either the current weather or the forecasts. I have my virtual environment here. Um, I have my SRC folder, which basically contains the major code that handles the logic of the application. I have my EMV example. So now for this application, these are the following keys that are needed. The open weather API key is needed for the application. You need your bit AWS bucket name. That can be any random name. Your access key, you can get that from your security tab on AWS, and your um asset AWS key ID, so you can get it from your um AWS security tab. Now for the default region also, you can also get it there, but it can be US East 1, US East 2, US weather, West 1 or West 2 also. So for the simple readme, you can go through the simple readme. This is what is actually needed to run the application. You're supposed to like clone the repo, cd into this folder called week one weather app, install the requirements.txt, configure your environment variables, and then you might, this is optional, but you might want to change the cities you want to get the weather for or forecast for, and then you run the init Python file. Now let's just go to the services. I have basically two services, one for the open weather, and then it contains just two major two major functions here. The first one is to get the weather, and the second one is to get the weather forecast. And these two functions are basically calling this make request. And the make request, what the make request does is to make a get request to the URL that has been passed into, and then return back the response. Now for the S3 um service, I have basically three functions also. The first one is to create the sorry the first one is to create the bucket service. Second one is to save the JSON file into the bucket service, and the third one is to check if the bucket service exists. So if the bucket service exists, it does not create it again, and it does nothing. So, but if it does not exist, it creates it with the location that has been set. Now for the weather dashboard, what does the weather dashboard do? It gets the weather, and then it gets the weather forecast. Now to run the application, this is where the major um this is like the entry of the application, right? So I'm loading the cities from this JSON file, and then I'm going from each city to from one city to the other. I'm using a for loop. I'm checking if this weather data exists, if I'm able to get like a weather data from the open weather API. Then I'm printing out the temperature, what it feels like, the humidity and the condition. I'm doing that for the weather, and then I'm also doing for the current weather. I'm doing that for the current weather. I'm also doing that for the forecasts. So this is basically the application. Now let me just do a quick demo. Um, so currently I've activated my virtual environment, and then let me just run the Python file. So as you can see, it says this bucket does not exist. It throws an error, and then automatically it created the bucket S3 bucket for me. For the current weather for Lagos at this particular time, This is the temperature in Lagos, and what does it feel like, the humidity and the condition. So it goes from Lagos to Scarborough, um, to New York, and then to Toronto. So that's what the application look like. So now going to AWS S3 console. Yeah, so this is a bucket, it has been created. So let's check. We have Lagos here, the JSON file. We have New York, we have Scarborough, and then we have Toronto. So that's all about the application. You can let me know your feedback about this. Thank you.